Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back ranking all 4 movies in the Stepfather franchise. The Stepfather franchise contains 4 films. The original, 2 sequels, and a remake. Jason and I have already discussed the first movie twice, once for the Fangoria Challenge, and again for Bravo's Scariest Movie Moments Challenge. Then, last week, we discussed Stepfather 3 for the Seldom Seen series, and gave the Stepfather remake a positive spin. The only film in the franchise we haven't discussed individually is Stepfather 2. Make Room for Daddy. But obviously, we will be discussing it a bit in this video. Like with all of my other rankings, I will start with my least favorite and work my way to my favorite movie in the Stepfather franchise. I base these decisions on criteria such as nostalgia, rewatchability, and overall enjoyment. I've gotta preface this by saying this is a consistently strong franchise, so there is absolutely not a dud. Jason, of course, will also be ranking these, so please be sure to check out his video to see how his ranking compares to mine. Finally, please remember this is just my opinion, and you don't have to agree or even understand. So, here we go. This is The Stepfather Ranked. In last place, or 4th place, despite not being a dud at all, is Stepfather 2, Make Room for Daddy. I have to admit, this was hard placing it last, because I love this sequel. It is an awesome follow-up to the original. Terry O'Quinn reprises his role as Jerry Blake, or the stepfather. Meg Foster plays his new fiancé in this one. Then there's the late Jonathan Brandis, and Caroline Williams rounding out the cast, who played Stretch in another part 2 of a horror franchise, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. I really have no good reason for placing this last, other than the fact that I just prefer the other 3. This Miramax DVD cover art is amazing, by the way, and it's the same cover art on the VHS I own. As much as I do love Stepfather 2, it's in last place in my ranking. Coming in at number 3 is Stepfather 3, the only film in the franchise lost on VHS. This one still has not received an official US DVD or Blu-ray release. This is the made-for-TV sequel that, again, Jason and I discussed in our Seldom Seen series last week. Because of that, I'll keep this short. I said enough about it in that video. I'll just repeat that I love the clever idea of having the stepfather undergo plastic surgery to change his identity. It was a brilliant way to explain it, since Terry O'Quinn did not reprise his role in this one. Stepfather 3, in my opinion, also features the most gruesome kills in the franchise, especially on this uncut VHS. This movie is so much fun, and it comes in 3rd place. In 2nd place is the other Stepfather film Jason and I discussed last week. In fact, just 2 days ago, for positive spin. The Stepfather remake. Despite not being the most hated film in the franchise, that distinction goes to Stepfather 3. This remake is not liked by many. That's obviously exactly why we gave it a positive spin. Clearly, I personally love it, and I said that in my video. I'm not sure what more people could have wanted from a remake. This was fantastic. Dylan Walsh is awesome as the stepfather. Penn Badgley was great as his stepson. And Amber Heard was nice to look at. If this isn't a great remake, I don't know what is. The Stepfather 2009 comes in at number 2. Which, of course, means my number 1 favorite movie in the Stepfather franchise is the original. This should come as no surprise. This movie is so good. It's the one I've watched the most out of the four. I used to rent the VHS a lot growing up. Terry O'Quinn, in my opinion, is an underrated horror icon in this role, and this franchise as a whole is gravely underrated. The Stepfather has an awesome autumn atmosphere. There are some genuinely scary moments. And we even get a nude scene from the beautiful Jill Schoelen in the shower. The Stepfather is worthy of classic status in the horror genre, and it's my #1 favorite movie in the franchise. So there you have it, guys, my ranking of all 4 movies in the Stepfather franchise. What do you think? How would you rank these films? Comment below and let me know. As always, please be sure to check out Jason's video as well to see how he has The Stepfather Ranked. Which franchise will we rank next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.